We've got Jesse back on the channel, Jesse Collingham, and Jesse needs to sell his car, but there is a special set of requests with this car, and the main one being, I can't give him money for it. Because you're doing a series on your channel at the minute. You started with a £150 Vauxhall Astra, and you're trying to trade your way up to
a supercar of any sort, whether it's a R35, whether it's an Audi R8, something along those lines, but I can't take cash, it needs to be logbook for logbook. That's my only rule with this.
That's the only rule, which is wicked, it's exciting. So you come down today with your Peugeot, was it 208?
208 GTI.
GTI as well.
GTI.
It's a car that I've never had.
Really?
No, I don't think we've ever had one.
Oh, there we go, you need to buy it, mate. Go on,
no,
swap it.
Swap it. We've got a few cars in mind, but let's talk about the car first. So how long ago did you buy it?
Swap it.
Swap it, sorry, yeah.
3 weeks ago.
So you've had this car for 3 weeks,
3 weeks, it had a few issues. It had a thermostat problem, so the temperature on the dashboard was fluctuating up and down. It lost its head. Put a new thermostat on it. Don't ever do that job. Anyone at home, just take it to a garage.
Really?
That was a really bad job. That was a horrible job. It was one of them jobs that you couldn't see anything. It was all...
Oh my God.
That was an awful job. Got that done, that's absolutely fine. It had a temperature, outdoor ambient temperature sensor issue. Replaced that, but now that's something we've got to talk about because that's now become an issue on the way here. What else has this had? My mind's gone blank.
But you've done a few bits to it.
Fixed it.
You've fixed it, you've saved it.
I've saved it.
Do you know what, let's forget about this for a second. The £150 Astra.
Yes.
Was that like a running car? What was that's amazing. You've gone from, so you've started off with that car and you're now on this.
Yeah, which is still nuts to me.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is crazy. So that was literally, I wrapped a Vauxhall Corsa, took it to Yanamize, he did a video on that, and that Corsa, I then ran out of content on it and decided just to put it up for sale. So the lad that bought it, while he was on my driveway looking around the Corsa, like, yeah, okay, I'll buy it, he said, oh, we've got an Astra sat on the driveway, it's going to the scrapyard. I went, well, I'm looking for a car for my next kind of venture on YouTube. How much do you want for it? And he was like, oh, just give me 150 quid. And it only clicked like 3 days after. I was like, this is perfect. It needed a timing chain, so it didn't really run. If I was to drive it, it'd probably skip the chain and broke. So I did my first ever timing chain, all on my own in a garage. Luckily, someone let me use a ramp. Fixed a load of bits on it and got it to a point, put some alloys on it, got it to a point where it actually looked a decent car.
Oh my God.
I just thought, I've got £150 invested into this, let's put it up for swaps and see what I can do. Because I wanted to kind of future-proof my channel of, if I bought a car and it didn't do well,
yeah, I
want to be able to move it on with no like, oh, you said you were going to do this to it, you said you were going to do that, so I can move it on if it doesn't do well, and well, here we are today, somehow.
And then what's the value of this today? Well, I know we're going to do checks and stuff shortly, but...
I'd put it around 4.5, I think. Judging what they're going for on Auto Trade, I'd go for 4,500, I think.
Blimey. So
which is crazy.
A £150 Astra. I know you put your time and your labour into it, but you've worked your way up to a car that's today
just like figuring stuff out.
£4.5 grand. That's amazing. And you know what I like about that is I love it when someone sees an opportunity in something so small.
Yeah.
So you've been offered a £150 Vauxhall Astra that needed saving. It was ready for the scrapyard.
Yeah, literally.
And you've saved that car, made a video on it, come up with the idea for a series, and it's pushed you to get to this. And well, how cool is that, man?
It still blows my... Every time I walk out, I'm like, there was a £150 Astra here, and now, it's crazy, but a lot of stress, a lot of trying to figure things out yourself. I've got this thing in my head there, I need to do every job myself for it to be worthy of doing.
Well, but it gives you content as well, though. And
here we are.
It's relatable as well for so many people because we all love trading our cars, swapping our cars.
Yeah.
It's just what we're all about, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. A profit out of nothing.
So you're here today to get the next car, right?
Hopefully, get the next car somewhere in this lot.
No pressure, Cal, no pressure.
Keep the series going, mate, please.
Well, I did say to you though, I said, when you're ready to sell it, or not this car, any car, I'd love to get involved, help you out if I can. And because I've been watching the series myself, it's wicked. I love it. I rate it. I love it that you've gone like this. You had the Golf as well, the turbo went, didn't you?
Did you watch it literally blew up on camera?
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Couldn't have been any better.
Could not have been any better. So let's quickly look at the book values of this car because you say it's worth £4.5 grand.
That's where I'm just putting it roughly. Obviously, people value their own cars different. I'm just putting that somewhere in the middle on what's for sale on Auto Trader with the same mileage.
Is there anything wrong with it? Anything I need to know about?
The only thing is that temperature sensor that I've changed. I think a common issue, is I think they just must get water in them. Because until today, it wasn't an issue. On the way here, after a weekend full of rain, it's now saying -31 on the dashboard, and I think it's not that.
It's cold, but it ain't that cold.
It's cold, but it's
Whereabouts is that located then, that sensor?
Literally here. There's a tiny little. That's the,
Okay.
That's the outside.
So you reckon that
temperature
sensor's at fault?
Yes.
Either that or the wire into the sensor.
Or the wiring, yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
it. There's nothing else wrong with it.
No.
Did you do a car vertical check when you bought it?
Yes, I did. Yes.
You did?
I did.
So you
I learnt by my mistakes.
You
mate,
learned
yes.
the hard way. He did learn the hard way.
It's HPI clear.
He did not do his checks when he bought, what was it? Corsa, wasn't it?
Corsa. Are we
It
going to
bit-
go into that?
It bit you in the arse, basically. He didn't
Yeah.
do his checks, but it's a prime example of why everyone should do their checks.
It's
And we're going to do a car vertical check because it is standard practice on the channel.
Mate, imagine buying a crash damaged car, then finding out it's been in a crash and not the one you're repairing.
It was, because it had been in a second
Yeah,
crash.
that was the second crash that I rebuilt.
Well, it made
checks,
a funny video anyway.
It did. It did.
Yeah. So, as ever, I will link our vertical in the description below. Use my code CCD to get a discount, and it is all clear, which is perfect. So for me, you've got a car here. What's the mileage on it? Yeah,
67,000, I think.
67,000 miles. Mileage is all good, so that's really good. It's good. It's a decent mileage car as well. No finance, no damage. It's never been stolen before. The mileage graph looks nice and consistent, which is brilliant. And then if we scroll down to the timeline, we can see, where is it? 17 records found, a whole history of events throughout the life of the car, which is perfect.
So it's straight.
It's all good.
That's
it's all
all we
very
need to
good.
know.
Doesn't look like it's had any paint either. Obviously, cars of this sort of age, a car that's been on the road for 10, 11 years, they do have bits of paint, but this seems all right. It looks all right.
Things with these as well, they're normally people's first performance car, so 9 times out of 10 they probably do end up in a little bit of a bang, but
Yeah.
when it's clean, it's nice.
It's tidy. It is tidy. So I'm sure we'll be able to find an example of a Peugeot GTI of some kind that's been in a crash
100%.
online, and I'll put a picture of that on screen now. And when you're doing a car vertical check, that's kind of what, although you don't really want to see that, you kind of do want to see that because it will prevent you from buying a car.
Saves you a headache.
Exactly, it will save you a headache. So I'll link car vertical below. Let's look at the valuation. Yeah.
Good car, mate. It's a good car. Been to the Nürburgring.
What, you took it to Nürburgring?
No, not me, the previous owner.
Oh, really?
He bought it to take it to the Nürburgring, got back and wanted something comfy for work.
Oh, right.
So he swapped me the Mercedes that I had, an E350 for that.
Oh my God.
That's how it happened.
So here we go, YY13 BBK, MOT till October next year. So did you MOT it?
It's just put it through an MOT.
Oh, wicked. So it's got a fresh MOT on it.
Only advisories with just the brake discs.
So if we was talking, so the trade value, this is with my platform EnterReg. I'll obviously also link EnterReg in the description below. The trade value, yeah, is £2,758.
Yeah.
The retail value is 5,137.
That's crazy,
So
isn't
it's got quite a strong retail value.
Will that be because of the mileage, do you reckon?
Yeah, it is because
Yeah?
of the mileage. Yeah, it's good mileage. So you've had a look at a few cars around the site.
I've had a flick through the website, and I've got my eye on a couple. To be fair, I don't know what price you've got them at yet, though. That's the only thing. But wait, mate, I have to walk away with something.
Are they nearer to the trade value of this car, 2.7, or the retail value, 5.1? Well, no, a couple
Retail.
of them.
We'll go retail,
So-
I think. Yeah, we'll go retail or private.
So one of them's an Audi TT.
It is
The other one is we just had this S3 arrive.
an Audi S3.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
That would be cool.
That's
That would
a-
be cool for the channel.
That is literally a spares or repair car. So for
Content.
you, it could be really good.
Yeah,
And we've got a Kia that's just come in that's also got a bit of an issue,
yeah.
which could be good for you.
I like the look of the Kia and the TT.
But it's just whether or not I can afford to do the deal with you.
That's it, of course. Yeah.
So
yeah.
let's go for a quick spin in this car, see what we conclude with this, and then we'll give you a budget to go and spend on a car in
Let's
the
do
yard.
it.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, and I can have a good look round.
Wicked.
I'll be a punter.
You can be a proper punter. We'll go for a drive.
Cool.
And talk more about money when we're on the road, yeah?
Let's do it. We meet again, Calvin.
We meet again. So your question off camera there was, Cal, if you were buying this car now for general punter, how much would you be paying for it?
If I came to you and asked Calvin, I need to free up some money in this car, what would you give me for it?
We would be guided by the trade value, which is 2,758. But I understand with you, if you sold it for that today, I know you can't take cash for it, but if you sold it for that today, you want to level up. You ain't going to get a lot of car for that money that's going to be better than this. You've got to entertain your viewers.
Yeah, it would be a step back at that value, wouldn't it?
You need to get as much as possible. So you're kind of at 4.5, I'm at 2.7, maybe 3 grand. And you kind of want something with a problem. Like we do sell cars that have issues. We sell spares, repairs, cars, non-runners. So for content, it'd be ideal if you've got something with a problem, wouldn't it?
Something that, it's quite niche because something that can get me home, but also has a problem. I could do with a trailer, if I'm honest.
You actually could.
Yeah, I know, I need a trailer, but something that's got an issue which can bring the value of that car down, that I can sort out to then bring the value back up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
So something that you'd have to pay to get sorted to maybe retail.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got anything like that in, or
I'm
is
just
one of
looking
them-
now, so we've got the Binker Auto Trader page here,
Okay.
and I've sort of just gone from 3.5 grand, so if we could reduce the price a little bit. Is there anything jumping out of you at that sort of budget? Nice Land Rover there, mate.
I like the Land Rovers, you know. I mean, that Jag's nice, but what does that retail or book more than this?
That's going to be the question, isn't it?
This is going to be the part where we're going to have to, we'll maybe even have to sit down for a bit and
work out the values.
figure it all out.
And I don't think that ain't got no problems, that Jag.
Of course, that's another thing.
I know that because I drove it home last night, funny enough.
Oh, right, there we go then.
So it's
That's
actually
that one out the window.
It's a decent car, yeah.
Do you know anything off the top of your head that's got problems?
That S3,
Yeah.
it's got problems,
Okay.
but I think by the time that's done, it still ain't going to be worth more than this.
Really?
Yeah.
See, my viewers would instantly say that is a well better car than this, which I'd agree with. But what I'm doing, I need to progress on the value ladder, don't I?
That's what matters. You're essentially a car dealer at this point. You need to look at money only, and
that's double the horsepower, double the reliability, everything really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But not price.
So the retail value of this is, if we looked at the cap retail value, is 4,350. And if we look at the cap retail value of that, this is such an interesting video.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers in this one, and what I've learned with you kind of helping me out with Enter Reg is this ain't a guessing game.
Nah, it's not.
You need the figures, you need the numbers, and you need to know what the best move is.
You do, yeah.
And that's been something, especially with this car on my channel. I swapped it for a Mercedes E350, leather interior, heated seats. It gives me the seat belt. Like 300 horsepower, and for this.
What did everyone say when you done that then?
They were like, you've made a huge mistake.
So everyone would have thought you've gone backwards, but you've looked at Enter Reg values and realised it's a step up.
Yeah. And I agree with what everyone said, is the car's not better,
yeah,
but the price is.
Yeah.
Which is what it's about.
Exactly, that's the most important thing. Saying that, the cap retail value of this is 4,350, and then the cap retail value of that, when it's done, is 5,795. So that is actually valued higher as far as
The S3?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so that is worth more money. So that's an option.
That's interesting.
Another car you said you was interested in is the Kia.
But does that have any issues, or is that good to go?
No, that's got issues.
It's got issues?
Yeah, that's, I think it's got a misfire.
A drivable misfire, or?
Yeah, so it's drivable.
Okay.
I don't think it's got an engine management light on the dash, but do you know what? It only does it when you start the engine. So when on the first start, on the cold start, it will sort of misfire.
On the cold
funny.
start?
Switch it off, switch it back on, it don't do it again.
Okay.
And then it drives fine.
Something to try and get to the bottom of.
Yeah, definitely. So it might be worthwhile. It needs a little bit of prep, like the wheels need refurb and stuff like that. But
Yeah. I could get that sorted.
could have a look at that.
Mate, Enter Reg is a lifesaver.
It's
How
so
would you
good.
do it without that?
How would you do it? Yeah, it's all just guesswork otherwise. Yeah, the Kia values are a lot more money.
Okay.
So of all of the, we're just looking at cap retail, 6825, 5795 on the S3, and then 4350 on this. Oh man, okay.
Oh, we're in a tricky situation here, mate.
We actually are.
Because I've got to walk away with something. Or drive away, I hope.
I know. Let's go for a little drive in this. You got the key?
I hope so. I have.
That's a Ford key. It is a nice key actually.
It's not bad, is it?
Nah. Engine management light? Oh no, it's gone off.
Ah, it's gone off, look.
It's got fuel, which is good.
I've got my scan tool, by the way, if you want to run it through.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's clear.
This is neat, isn't it? This screen.
It's
big.
hit and miss. The music works great, but then if you want to watch YouTube, it cancels itself out. There you go. Risk. Did you see it say risk of ice?
Ah, right.
2 degrees at the minute. But we're at -3 now. It's changed quite a bit. Don't know how this will feel compared to that Corsa. I don't know if the Corsa might be a bit quicker, to be fair.
The Corsa.
Yeah, the white one. Remember how quick that was?
That was a beast, mate. V8, wasn't it?
V6.
So your channel, you're nearly at 100,000 subscribers now, aren't you?
Mate, I'm less than 5,000 away.
That is wicked. So you left your job a year ago, didn't you?
Yeah, in 6 days, I handed my notice in, and I thought, I'm going to do this. I just thought, if I was delivering tyres
Okay.
at the time, and I thought, where am I going to be next year if I stay doing what I'm doing? I'd have been delivering tyres for the same money,
Yeah.
for the same people. And I just thought, I've got an opportunity, let me put my all into it. And mate, we're here now.
Well done, man.
We're now.
And then your channel's obviously doing really well now.
People
It's on a
love
high.
the swapping stuff.
Yeah,
Like, it's on a wave.
It's exciting because you never know what's coming next, and you've managed to keep it fast paced as well. So there's always like, what, he's already swapped for another car. It
Yeah,
seems to be
yeah.
you're onto your next car quite quickly all the time.
Yeah.
Which is good to see.
Yeah, I mean, as long as everything's fixed on the car, there's no point modifying them because then it narrows who wants them.
Yeah.
It's like you. If you
Yeah,
modified
same.
every car you wanted to sell, then you'd narrow in your market.
It would limit the audience. Yeah.
So get them fixed and move them on. My insurance hates me.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. It might
Hello,
have to,
can I change my car?
You're gonna have to get a trade insurance.
I know
or
I
something.
am, mate. That's the next thing. A trade policy. Look at that.
It's pulling all right, isn't it?
Pulls good. Same engines as the Minis.
Oh, is
I don't know
it?
if that makes it better or
I don't know
worse.
if that's a good thing. I think if anything, it's a bad thing that Mini put a Peugeot engine in their car.
Yeah.
You don't buy a German car
for a Peugeot engine.
for a Peugeot engine. You just don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You don't buy a German car to have French
Nah. It's just
mixed in with it.
Yeah, it's a bad mix.
Well, yeah, the plaque soon, mate, and a little verified tick.
That is wicked.
Round the corner.
That is so cool. What an achievement, man.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. 14-year-old me would be going, go on!
Well, yeah, even being a YouTuber, you're a proper
Insane. Absolutely
proper
insane.
YouTuber. It's wicked. All right, let's
Just the hard part we're getting to.
yeah, it's driving well. It just needs everything you've said. You know, you've been honest.
Yeah.
But I just think we've got to try and work out a deal that works for both of us, which is always a little bit of a clash when you've got two traders essentially trying to do a deal with each other.
Yeah. I
But
guess,
We'll work something out.
Yeah.
We'll head back and see what we can collude. Yeah.
Office job.
Yeah, exactly. You laugh, but so what we're going to start with. Sorry, Mark. I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to start over here.
You want
Yeah.
me to come over there or?
Come and join
Yeah.
us, Jesse. So the S3 is the first car. Well, one of the cars. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just literally just arrived on the back of a truck. It does start and it does drive, but it's apparently got a clutch issue.
Okay.
And there is an oil pressure fault on it, but it come from
Oil pressure.
Oil pressure. But it's come from a VW specialist. They've checked the oil pressure and it's fine. So
Okay.
whatever the fault is, the pressure's fine, which is important.
Maybe a sensor or something along those lines.
Yeah, maybe. It's a cool car.
Mate, these are desirable. Everyone loves an S3.
I honestly feel, how do I feel? I don't know. Let's look and see what other cars we've got for you.
So this is an option then. You're willing to swap.
I'm willing to swap that for that.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Well, it's a good start. I've got to be honest.
You've got an option, but I feel like, I know you're looking for something that needs work, and that's
Yeah.
perfect. It does need work. You're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
spend your own money, your own time, getting that car fixed, and the end goal might not even be a step up in value from the Peugeot. So,
Which is nuts. That is nuts.
It is
'Cause
mad.
You'd think that'd be. Yeah.
and
okay.
I'd say that probably your channel would like to see you in an S3 because it's an Audi S3. isn't it?
It's an Audi S3.
So, we're wandering over here, by the way,
I
because
know. I'm looking around like, where's he going?
I'm thinking. So the Jag was another option.
What, that Jag?
That's the Jag there. That's the one that I drove home in last night that you quite liked.
Oh, this is the one I sent you.
Yeah, this is that
Okay.
one, yeah?
Okay.
It's a wicked car, but ain't got no problems. So there's no content there for you.
Yeah.
And then again, the value of it, you're going to be going sideways again.
Well, that's not worth
I
more
think-
than the Peugeot.
No, it's not. So I'm trying to look after you. It's a step sideways. You do not want the Jag, all right?
Okay.
The Kia,
See, I like the look of this. I've never really paid these any attention, if I'm honest.
they're cool. The Kia it's a cool car. It has got this issue. I sent you a video of it starting, didn't I? And it starts and it cuts out.
Yes.
Or it didn't cut out, it just runs a bit funny. So it has got an issue. It does need a bit of prep, which is ideal for you. But for me to give you that car and not get any money off you, because I'm not allowed to, because your channel will be moaning at you.
There's rules, mate.
There's rules, I've got to stick to the rules. That's a real,
I'm asking a big favour there.
you're asking a big
I'm
favour
asking
there.
a big favour with that one.
So then it brings us on to the other option.
I like that one as well.
Which, you know what, this ain't an option either. The Audi TT.
Oh, the TT. I thought we were going to the Corsa.
You could
I'm
have
guessing
the Corsa.
that's going to be worth
We've got the Honda Guinea.
the one and only.
You ain't never parting with that, are you?
I wouldn't, mate.
That's going to be a Binker heirloom. We spoke about that already. We're going to get pictures of it on the wall and stuff. The TT.
That's going to be worth too much, I think.
It is. I can't afford to give you that.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's going to be. So you just left me with a bit of a dilemma.
Again.
I suppose if I was to ask you which car would you want, you'd probably say the TT because it's the most valuable car.
Yeah, it's German. It's an Audi. Everyone likes an Audi, I feel like. And
Yeah.
Audis seem to do well on YouTube. I mean, I was thinking the Jag, but I didn't realise that's a sidestep. That's to me, that's crazy. And like you said, there's no issues with it.
There's no issues with it. And how excited is everyone going to be seeing a Jag on your channel?
I guess it's not my audience
It's
either,
not
really, is it?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, I'm not saying that no one's going to be excited about it. There'll be a good few people out there who'll be like, wow, I love a Jag, of course.
Yeah.
Every car's got its own following, but
See, that as a car to me is a massive step up, but if it's not value, then it doesn't make sense, does it?
the value is what matters. It's
It doesn't
literally,
make sense.
I said this to you the other day, forget everything, forget opinions, forget
Yeah.
everything. You're a car dealer. You need
Yeah.
to just look at values and you need to step up.
Yeah, I've
the
got
only way you're
somewhere
going to
to
get to
be,
that,
yeah.
that supercar is if you keep trading your way up
In
money
value.
wise. You just
Yeah.
got to look at the money.
Agreed.
So
But then obviously that's we're at the two white cars are just a bit. I mean, that's worth what, nearly $1,500 more than that Peugeot. But then the issue, does that bring it down?
the issue does bring it down, and it makes it a real good.
Option for me.
It does.
Mate, I'm leaving it up to you. I don't want to sit here and ask that favour. It's if you can or you're willing to. So you say it's a misfire on cold start.
It's a misfire on cold start.
On cold
yeah.
start, which could.
I've driven it. I've actually driven it up the road and back, and it does drive all right.
So if I got home and it was one spark plug, you'd be pretty fuming.
I'd be happy for you. It is what it is. It's in the
I
queue.
appreciate
Our mechanics has got a massive queue of cars to get through. They will get to that at some point. But if in the meantime I do a deal with you, and it helps you on your journey,
Mate, that Kia's a nice car, man.
you want to take the Kia, don't you?
I like the Kia, mate, if I'm honest.
Do you really? So
I like that,
of all the cars that we spoke about, is that the car for you?
I mean, obviously the TT makes most sense for the channel because it's most money and it's Audi, it's German, relatable. That's a bit niche, a bit different. Has Audi even got any issues?
No.
Well, there's no point with the Audi then. That's fate to me, if I'm honest. It's like it's meant to be almost.
Do you know what, Jesse?
Really?
Yeah, take it.
Are you doing
man.
the Kia?
Take the Kia. Yeah,
The
take the
Kia,
Kia.
yeah?
I come to work today to earn money. It's bills day today as well, so it's like money's going out everywhere.
We're doing the Kia.
So I may as well lose a bit of a profit of the Kia, yeah? But
Are
I think
you
you're
sure?
trying. If you're sure, if you want it, I'm up for you taking it.
Mate, if it's going to get me home, I don't care what's wrong
It
with
should get you home. I hope it does. If it don't, it'll make a good first video.
Mate,
wouldn't
if you're happy to do the Kia,
it? I
then
am.
I'm more than happy.
That's fine. I have. I hope it's not too badly
you got
damaged.
that on
Whatever's
camera,
wrong
the
with it.
handshake thing, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, he got it. He got the evidence. He got the evidence. But yeah, take it, and then I'll get
Yeah.
your car tidied up, and we'll put it up for sale and try and.
There's a nice 208 for anyone if they want it.
Yeah, if anyone wants to buy a Peugeot 208, please come and buy it. It's a nice car. I've just test driven it. It drives fine. All right.
It's a good car.
You happy, Jesse? Yeah.
Mate, I'm very happy. I'll shake your hand
So-
again. I'm very happy.
Thank you, man.
I'm very happy.
Job done. So I'll link Jesse's channel in the description below.
Appreciate that, mate. You've helped me out today. You really have.
I'll also link Car Vertical, Enter Reg, and anything else I mentioned in the description below. We're done. See you in the next video. Bye.